Hi Libra, welcome. So Libra, this is going to be your July 2023 reading. My readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever you find it is when you're meant to hear it. I am doing a two-part reading, so we're going to do a general spiritual spread first. I'm sorry, I've got my puppy here with me today. He likes to sit behind me. Anyways, we're going to do the general spiritual spread first. And then we are going to go into the you versus them love reading. So if you're only interested in the you versus them portion, you can click on the timestamp in the description box and it'll take you right to it. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started, Libra, and see what kind of energy we have coming out. Which the first card out is Libra energy. This is the sextile of opportunity. Matched with the sun, Leo energy for some of you, which is interesting because I actually planned, I actually planned on doing Leo next. So there may be some sort of connection between Libra and Leo, but take it as it resonates. Either way, this is just the overall vibes. So this is about doors of opportunity opening to you, Libra, opportunities to collaborate, to connect. This is also talking about communication and receiving answers, insight, clarity. So you may be getting some clarifying moments or some insights during this time frame. And you also have the sun here, which this to me always represents like what's near and dear to your heart chakra. But it also talks about your spirit, your creativity, honoring yourself. Sometimes this can be a little bit of an ego-driven, childish energy if you're on maybe the shadow side of this. But overall, it talks about being self-sufficient and listening to your heart, right? So, Libra, whatever you have coming through for you, right? The answer is to listen to your heart first and foremost, and leave the opinion of others out of it, right? You'd be surprised how many of the decisions we make, from our hairstyles to how we look, to what we do, to how we act, to how we behave, how much of that has very little to do with self and so much to do with what others consider appropriate, what others consider looks good, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but they're wanting you to make it about yourself. What do you like? What do you feel good in? You know, where is your heart calling you towards? Okay. Because I'm getting this song, Ellie Goulding. I think that is the artist's name. She says, 'cause I'm calling, calling, calling me home. Mm-hmm. I don't know the words to it. If you, I hope I didn't get that wrong, but if you know it, put it in the chat. That's the song that's coming through. Anyways, you have the card of celebration, which has the number 3 on it. So this is talking about your social network, your friend circle being highlighted as well, or those you consider friends. And sometimes it can talk about reunions, gatherings, social events, reconciliations. All of that is a possibility during this time frame. So let's go further into it, Libra, and see what additional messages we get out for you. We're going to go into head space, heart space, and the big spiritual picture for my Libras. I'm not going to get that song out of my head. All right, so 10 of Wands, Ace of Swords, 6 of Wands, and the Strength card. So, Libra, it seems to me like there's been something that's been heavily weighing on your mind that really doesn't deserve space in your mind anymore because the outcome is successful, right? And, you know, although all of our outcomes aren't predestined, I feel like if you were drawn to watch this reading, then you were drawn to hear the message that you will overcome this. You will find a way. You will find a solution. And this may have to deal with another person or other people. Sometimes this can be family oriented as well, but take it as it resonates. So it's like, you are strong enough, okay? So whatever this is that's been weighing on you, Libra, I feel like you're getting some sort of reprieve during this time frame, and something kind of calling you back to your center space, or maybe calling you home, literally, you know. Sometimes this talks about like really struggling or feeling heavy, and it's all in the mind, right? It's like the way that you're thinking about things, thinking about the difficulties or the challenges or the what you don't like about a situation, as opposed to what could come out of that, what growth potential is here. And they're wanting you to really look more towards that, because you are going to come out on top, Libra. And so to be confident in your abilities, because don't naysay yourself, right? And we do this often, we doubt ourselves, but this is saying that you have the competencies, the wherewithal, the ability to come out on top. So let's go a little bit further. Sorry, my nose is itchy. And go into the heart space for my Libras. 2 of Swords. Ooh, the 7 of Swords has been plaguing the readings lately, and I don't like it. 7 of Pentacles. 5 of Swords. Yeah, there's that doubt. There's that fear. There's that insecurity. There's that, whatever this is has been weighing on you, right? And I feel like, be patient, give it time, because the answers are going to flow to you. But right now, the more that you try and figure something out, the further you get away from actually figuring it out. It's almost like one of these situations where you kind of just have to go with the flow and figure it out as you go. It's nice to have a plan when we're able to have a plan. Don't shoot my pillow. Yeah. But sometimes, you know what they say about best laid plans, right? Like sometimes the universe has other plans for us, and things don't always quite go the way that we feel it should, or the way that we think it should, but that doesn't mean that it's not ultimately bringing you to the destination that you are desiring. So it's almost like, get out of your own way, Libra. Some of you, it's like a sense of distrust here as well, and you may find yourself in this space where you're just, not only are you like, oh, okay, so you might find yourself in this space where you're just not like really trusting anybody, like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's really, they're giving me like really super petty examples, like little things, like, somebody saying like they took out the trash, but your first inclination is like, but did you? Or like maybe at work somebody's saying like, yeah, I'll get that to you right away, and you're like, doubt it. You know what I mean? Like, those are just examples, not saying it's actually happening to you, but there's like the very little things, and this is arising out of a sense of like a little bit of irritation, and that irritation is really nothing to do with trusting others. It has to deal more with, if you dig deep, Libra, trusting yourself, and knowing that you can trust your intuition, right? And that you will figure this out, and plugging away at that being really, really important. So let's go further. You have the 6 of Cups. Ooh. The 10 of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Devil. Excuse me, sir. Sorry, my dog is like going crazy. And I know some of you asked me about Daisy. So this is the newest puppy, Doc. Daisy is still my princess. She's still my baby. She's actually in the other room. That's my other dog. She's my Aussie. But the puppy just irritates Daisy because he's not big enough yet. So That's why you don't see her in the background. Anyway, sorry. Who cares? Six of Cups, Ten of Cups, King of Swords, the Devil. So it's interesting to me because like nothing's more important to you than family and love, and you know, they're giving, what was a weird song? Cherish your heart. Cherish your heart. I don't know if that's the name of it. I think that's Madonna, but yeah, like, you know that those things are very valuable to you, Libra, but you also have the ability to like over stress those areas of your life, like stress too much about family or a partner, or you know, it's almost like these are the most important things to you, but they're also the things that stress you out the most, you know, which isn't that always the case. It's like the people closest to us are those that test us the most, you know. It's always the people we love the most that test us the most. And that is purposeful, right? For our own development, for our own growth, that we have these connections, right? So it's like, on one hand, Libra, you're thinking, it seems to me like there's a lot of thought in relationships, friendships, connections, maybe even some of you, the past, reminiscing or a past connection. And yet it's like, it's meaningful to you, but it also weighs on you. It also stresses you. It also, you know, and the thing is like, Libra, it's not your job to figure out everyone else's problems, you know what I mean? Or to, because I get a sense too, like there's this message about like overextending yourself, and beyond what you could even control, right? Because you cannot control the behavior of others. You cannot control their perception, and you certainly can't fix them, you know what I mean? But you can control self, and you can control how you feel and your alignment and your choices, and that's where all your power is at. So that's where they're wanting the primary focus to be, Libra. So really interesting messages coming through. Relationships are being heavily highlighted, which that's how we started the reading, was with the heart chakra card, about what's at the heart of this. Where is your heart in this? Listen to your heart, Libra, before you make any decisions, especially in these next coming 30 days or so. So let's get a guidance card, and then we're going to go into the you versus them portion of the reading. So you have the Strength card, which is funny. This is more Leo energy for some of you. This says, strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You are never alone. We are always with you, Libra. So, wow, beautiful beginning to this reading. We're going to pick it up here in just a minute and go into the you versus them. See you there. And welcome back. So Libra, we're going to go into the you versus them portion of the reading and see what's going on between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Usually these readings resonate with intimate partners and exes, but it can also resonate with family and friends. It's whoever's most dominant in your energy, all right? So first card out is the card of Capricorn. That may be in your chart or the person you're dealing with. And or it's just the influencing vibes crowning the reading. So this is kind of a very serious, authoritative energy, but yet at the same time very ambitious, very driven type of vibe. This is encouraging you to keep it down to earth. And what's interesting to me is this is all about like discipline and being prepared, where in the spiritual reading there was like this best laid plans type of message where it was more of an encouragement to go with the flow. So I don't know, like I feel like there's some sort of resistance. There's rigidity here in this reading, like a resistance to go with the flow for whatever reason, whether that's you or the person you're connecting with. So Let's see, Libra. You have the Queen of Pentacles, and person you're dealing with is the Six of Swords. So your card is all about, again, that grounded, you know, stable, I want to say mothering, even if you're a masculine or like kind of like a parental type of energy showing up here, Libra, where maybe you're in the space where you call the shots, or you, it reminds me of like the Empress energy or the Emperor energy, where you may be embodying that. This person is in the Six of Swords, which is talking about solutions, resolutions. They may be in this space where it's been difficult for them to see the light or the answer to something. And I feel like this is a point in time where this is going to shift for this person and things becoming more evident. So let's go into the recent past, Libra, and see what led up to the now. I have the rebirth card, the Four of Swords, Seven of Swords. Dang it, I even shuffled my cards. That showed up in the spiritual reading. So not shocking that it's here, but some of you really had to take your time to really like sleep on something or think on something before you made any big changes. And I think that was a good idea, Libra. There is like, some of you may have had like an eye-opening experience, you know, where maybe you uncovered some truths or someone did that about you, Libra. And it's really, all I keep hearing is eye-opening. There's been something here that's eye-opening that is causing the Libra energy to change course or change direction here. Also, Libra, there is some faulty communication here or false communication. There could have been something that was said or done that wasn't really quite what was actually happening. So we're definitely going to go further and see what has been going on with this person in the recent past. Ace of Cups. Uh-oh, he's into something. My dog. Doc, come here. Come here, baby. Sounds like a bag. Can't be good. Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands. Doc, come here. Show me what you got. Come here. What do you got? What you got? Sorry. Puppy life. Ace of Swords, Ten of Wands. And the Six of Swords. So that's interesting. They have the Six of Swords out here twice. So I definitely feel like this person has had things weighing on them emotionally. And you know, like when something really weighs on you for long enough, you just kind of get tired of it. You get tired of feeling like that. So you have to change something, and you know you have to change something. And sometimes that means, you know, moving in a different direction or speaking your truth or whatever it is. But I feel like there was things like piling up on this person and they weren't necessarily keeping up with it. But out of that heaviness here, or this heavy emotion, came some sort of clarity, right? That's helping to drive this person forward into their next chapter. So I feel like this person may have done some work here on themselves and is now like trying to figure out where they want to go with this. So let's see, Libra, what's going on in your perception in the now energy. What is going on? How does Libra see this person? The Fool. And I also feel like this person often makes decisions based out of emotion rather than rationality, or at least that's what they've done in the recent past. The Fool, the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. So yeah, you have really went leaps and bounds here, Libra, in the past 2 years as far as like your own spiritual growth, right? I feel like some of you, you're in the space where you want to try new things or you want to look towards your future, but you're kind of uncertain about what your future holds. And yet at the same time, there's stability here for you. There's security here for you, but maybe not really certain about how that's going to play out, which is kind of a weird message to get. I feel like when it comes to this person, you see advantages or opportunities here, but you second guess yourself, right? You feel connected, but yet you second guess yourself at the same time. So let's see this person's perception. The Hierophant, the Seven of Wands, the Page of Swords. Hello. Two of Cups. And the Knight of Pentacles. So, ooh, woo, goodness, sorry. My energy shifted. Okay, so the first message I got was like, this person is very skeptical, you know, about moving forward right now or moving forward in the connection. Like there seems to be some sort of standstill here, which is really interesting because that's not how it was in the recent past. I feel like there was something heavily weighing on this person emotionally and they made some sort of shift or change because of that. But now they're kind of in a rock and a hard place, or like there's this stuck energy here in the connection. It's a lot to do with like this guardedness here and also the need to be right. The need to be right. And I'm getting words like morals, principles, values, you know, but it's kind of like a borderline self-righteousness type of energy as well. And I'm not sure if you're bringing that or they're bringing that, but it's off-putting, you know, like there's something about the energy flow and the connection that's a bit off-putting to me. So let's go deeper. Let's go into the emotional space. See, Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Emperor, and the Four of Wands. So this is beautiful energy, Libra. So I feel like you're in your heart of hearts, there's passion here, there's connection, there's celebration, there's reasons to be happy, there's the sense of feeling more in control of your life or more in control of the connection for some of you. But it's like you're kind of in the driver's seat here, whether it seems like that or not. You're kind of the one in the power position, the one in control, or at least that's how you feel. Like, you know what, I'll move when I want to move, or I'll change when I want to change. You know, there's a little bit of stubbornness here, Libra, but at the same time it's coming from a place of like you really wanting to be the person that decides your fate, that decides how you feel at the end of the day, and not letting outside circumstances or another person control that. And it is a place of power, but be careful, because the warning at the beginning of the reading was that sometimes that power can turn into ego. So always keep yourself in check, Libra. But there seems to be a lot of passion here. I mean, in your heart of hearts, I feel you passionate about this person. If it's an intimate relationship, there might be a lot of sexual compatibility or a lot of attraction, okay? But this could also highlight creativity as well, and getting creative when it comes to your social life, you know, like just in general. So let's see this person's heart space, Libra. Queen of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Ooh, I felt that coming, that yawn. Queen of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Knight of Wands. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll make note of these. You got the Sun card again. That was in the spiritual reading, and the Moon. So, in this person's heart space, they also are I got the words bound and determined. Why do I keep yawning? I'm sorry. I'm not tired. My energy keeps shifting, going back and forth. So, anyways, I feel like this person can be stubborn as well. You know what I mean? Like, they know their worth. They are not, at least currently, in this space of worthlessness or insecure. Like, I feel like this person is like, yeah, well, I know my worth. And I know that I can be successful in this. And I'm going to move on whatever this is that I want because I feel called to it. Like, this person feels a calling here. And that's funny because I got the song, I don't know the name of it. It was in the spiritual reading. I think it's Ellie Goulding, but she says calling. I heard calling me home, but that might not actually be the lyric, but I take it as I hear it. So I feel like this person's heart is calling them towards, you know, their passions, their desires, their successes. And they are in the space of like getting to know themselves, but also feeling their own worth. And because of that, I feel like there is there's this tenacity here, but it could also border ego as well, as I was saying to you earlier, that, you know, be careful with that. And same goes for this person. So let's go into the likely next outcome. You know what I just remembered? I think my dog got a bag of Cheetos. Let me see his face. Doc, come here, baby. Sorry, ADD. But I could hear my puppy like going through something over there. I'm like, gosh, that sounds like a bag. And then I thought, I don't have any bags on the floor. Yeah, I do. If he comes in here and his face is orange, then I know for sure he got in the Cheetos. Fingers crossed he didn't. Anyways, big spiritual picture. Six of Cups, the High Priestess, the King of Wands. And the Ten of Cups, so beautiful. Libra, you're coming out of this kind of darker space where things felt like you couldn't trust something here. But you're going into this more clear-minded space where you are getting intuitive downloads, you are receiving insight. You may be getting spiritual messages or insight in regards to something from your past or childhood or a person from the past. But whatever it is, Libra, it has you in this more confident, strong position, right? And I felt you being in the position of power here. And I also feel like, you know, you kind of calling the shots when it comes to the family, your relationship. I also heard outings or some sort of like travel or events. I feel like you're in the power position. I also get a sense of like feeling more connected now than ever, you know, like really letting that love flow in a way that maybe you haven't, or I heard that you were skeptical of in the past. So let's see this person's future energy. Four of Wands. Eight of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Four of Swords. So for this person, it's also relating, it's also highlighting relationships, or relating how they relate is being highlighted. And that's something that they need to work on. Like I feel like this is a good person. Well, I feel like everybody is inherently good underneath the ego. But for some reason I wanted to say, like, I feel like this person is a good person, but like they have trouble relating sometimes, or putting themselves like in another person's shoes, or like maybe the way that they relate. I don't know. There's something there that is a part of their growth and development to work on, because I almost feel like when this person doesn't really get their way, they kind of have this they don't go about it in the best way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like a whole lot of diplomacy going on here when this person is pissed off. It's more like this very childish, ego-driven energy here, which they need to come to peace with, that's something inside of themselves that needs to be healed. Because oftentimes, you know, when people haven't done spiritual growth on themselves, or they're not self-aware, when they get angry, the unaware person, when angry, will always go to blame. First thing out of the gate is they go to blaming someone else for their problems, for their hurt, blaming their partner. It's your fault. I'm this way. Parents are to blame. Society's to blame. And the reason why that doesn't work is because there's no power in that. And there's also no self-awareness in that, because life isn't just randomly happening to any of us. We're attracting it. So it's, you know, they say when you point the finger, well, there's four pointing back at you or whatever. So I don't know why I'm going into that, but there's an awareness this person needs to continue to grow and develop into, where they become aware of their part in how they attracted that. And I don't think this is going to happen overnight here, but I actually do feel healing coming in, or messages or guidance here coming in for this person to help them with that, all right? And it could be coming through you, Libra, or it could be coming from their own spirit. But there's something that this person needs to work on. But I also do feel like they do want to work on this connection here and this partnership. So the best work you can do is the work you do on self. So let's see what the guidance is here for you, Libra. You have the card of Believe. So this says the force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible, the difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of your belief. So what do you believe in, Libra? Ask yourself that. And if it's not in your favor, probably not a belief you want to continue. Because a belief is just a thought you keep thinking. Let's see this person's guidance, cross-watcher's guidance. It says have fun, lighten up. When's the last time you had a little bit of fun? Do something silly, something unlike you, just for the joy of it. It's overdue, and you need to let your analytical mind go and give yourself permission to have fun. So essentially this person's recommendation is to lighten up a little bit. So, wow, Libra, very interesting reading. Very interesting. So I'm going to leave it there, but zodiac signs that you might be connecting with or having your own birth chart. I got Leo energy in the first reading, as well as Capricorn energy, but I also have Scorpio here, Aries, Leo again, Taurus, Gemini, Pisces. Yes, those are the predominant signs I'm seeing, and Sagittarius. But keep in mind that it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Somehow I fell off the YouTube algorithm, guys. Help me out. Like, I have 161,000 subscribers, and YouTube stopped suggesting me. So nobody out in YouTube tarot land knows about me anymore unless you found me a few years ago. So it's like, help me get back in the algorithm by liking, by interacting, by sharing this, by popping into other chats and saying my name, or, you know, sharing me on your Facebook. I don't care. Any of the above would be like super appreciated, because I feel like the messages that come through need to be shared with all of the tarot community. And yeah, so anything you can do to help would be awesome. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, and thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to donate, you can do so in the About section. Otherwise, wishing you the best. Till next time, my friends. Namaste. Bye.